between France and Switzerland, 100 meters on the ground, with tunnels 27 kilometers long. The largest and most complex electronic engineering instrument ever built can be found. A construction so immense and composite that took 15 years to build, overcoming the barriers of engineering and science, the biggest and most ingenious virtual game in the world, in which the winner will discover the birth of the universe.
Good morning, class. My name is Professor Santiago Clausse. Today we're going to study the Large Hadron Collider. Basically, electrons are removed from hydrogen atoms, which leaves the protons, which are then accelerated through a whole process. First, in the booster ring, where they are accelerated to 91.6% the speed of light, and then they're passed on into the proton synchrotron, where they spend 1.2 seconds traveling, and where they reach 99.9% the speed of light. And here is the point of transition, because as the protons go faster and faster, they're reaching the speed of light, but they can't reach the speed of light, so the mass increases. So basically now the protons are 25 times heavier, and they're sent to the superproton synchrotron. In the superproton synchrotron, the energy of the protons is increased, and soon they'll be energized enough to be sent to the Large Hadron Collider. In the Large Hadron Collider, there's two vacuums with protons traveling in opposite directions. And there's 4 experimental areas where the protons can be made to collide. These experimental areas are ALICE, ATLAS, LHCb, and CMS. The objective of ALICE is to study about the quark gluon, which is a substance that was believed to exist at the beginning of the Big Bang, right after the Big Bang. Then the CMS search for extra dimensions, dark matter, and the Higgs boson. Then the LHCb observes the Butte quark, which is a particle that illuminates the difference between matter and antimatter. And then ATLAS does the same thing as CMS, just with different detectors. So now on the Large Hadron Collider, the Large Hadron Collider adds extra energy to the protons, and then they increase their velocity to the point where they travel around the 27 kilometer tracks over 11,000 times each second. The magnetic force needed to keep the protons traveling on track is so big that nearly 12,000 amps must flow through the electromagnets, keeping the protons in track. So in order to achieve this, the LHC has temperatures colder than outer space, which makes the electromagnet superconducting. And now the protons are ready to collide, and a steering magnet brings them into collision at the 4 experimental areas. And the tracks of these particles after collisions will be analyzed by computers connected to the detectors, hoping that these tracks will give insight into the very beginning of the universe, hopefully answering the question, what is the universe, what is it made of, and what keeps it together. Thank you.